guys, it's me again, Kimiya Hicks at the New Hope Alchemy channel. It's 2021, you guys. We made it another year, and we're also almost coming up on a year with this pandemic situation going on. Over it. You know, since the world is on the topic of viruses, I'd like to talk about something today. Most people of the world don't know this, but I'm gonna let you guys know this, and hopefully someone who needs to hear something good to help them feel better about life is here today. I have genital herpes. There you guys go. Surprise. Yeah, I have genital herpes, and I'm doing my thing. I'm living my life. Um, you know, I know it's frowned upon for people to be living their lives and like happily moving along with genital herpes, but I mean, you guys, it is like not the biggest deal in the world. I've had it for years. I've told people here and there, and you know, I'm gonna tell you, you might say to yourself, Kimia, why in the hell would you tell the whole world that you have herpes? Because quite honestly, every time I tell somebody, I actually feel even better about the situation. Like every time I've told someone, I feel more free. I feel like I offered up something to the world. I offered information to the world. Maybe somebody's not like down on their whole life because I was open. You know, people have offered me the opportunity, by me being honest, they've offered me the opportunity to educate them. So to me, that is something, you know, that's something. That's not nothing. That is definitely something that I've had the opportunity to share information with people, because most people don't have any idea about it. They don't know. All they know is whatever joke they heard on a movie, you know. This is something that anybody can get. And I got news for people. If you get cold sores on your lip, you have herpes. If you look at the statistics, 80% of the world has one form of it or another. And many of you will have it before it's over. You know, I ended up with this situation years ago, quite a few years ago now. And, you know, at first it was really hard because I, like everybody else, I only knew whatever joke I heard on TV. I didn't have the actual knowledge of the situation and how it works. And, you know, the fact that just because you're with somebody with herpes does not mean you're going to get herpes. Just like you might have a mate that gets cold sores does not mean you're going to get cold sores. I mean, it's literally that simple. There is so many ways to prevent it from being passed to your partner. I mean, come on, y'all. I have sex. I have good sex. I get it in. But you know why? Because I'm grown enough to talk about it, and I'm going to be honest about it. And I don't even want to have sex with anybody who's not grown enough, mature enough, basically, to have an open, honest conversation about sex. Most people just want to have sex. They don't want to talk about the responsible part. I'm gonna talk about all of it, because if we can have sex, we can talk about sex. And like when I have been in relationships, I just got a rule. If I get in the bed with panties on, it ain't cool. And it don't have to be herpes is the reason, because no, herpes is one of those things where it's not always there. Some people literally only get one outbreak in their whole life. Some people have none. I mean, we've been dealing with the situation of asymptomatic with this COVID-19 situation. The same thing. There's people that are asymptomatic. You know, another thing is if you get cold sores on your lip, please don't think you're better than someone with genital herpes, because if you don't have the knowledge to know that your cold sore could become someone else's genital herpes. Yeah, that's how it works. There are two viruses. They're almost identical. I think I read that they're like 85% identical. The cold sore virus versus the genital virus, and they are interchangeable. So it would be very much in your favor to be with someone who is open about it, willing to talk about it, and someone who knows their body very well, and someone who cares enough about their body to go get checked out. Because there are people walking around here with stuff that they won't go to the doctor. I know people like that. I wasn't doing no playing. Something's up. I need to know what it is, and I need to know, what do you have that can help me deal with this situation, doc? Yeah, my doctor at first told me they misdiagnosed me a number of times for just irritation, yeast infection, BV. It was none of those things, right? But, you know, I'm one of those people. No, I need facts and I need to know. So I went back to the doctor. Hello, it's a problem. What's up? So she says, oh, I think it's nothing more than a sebaceous cyst. And I go, well, I don't care. Test it anyway. Now I could have easily walked out of there and said, well, you know, the doctor said it was sebaceous cyst and I'm just going to roll with that. But no, I wanted to know. And some of you guys may be thinking to yourselves, well, I'd rather not know. Well, I'd rather know and be able to keep my partner safe by being open and honest and being able to say, babe, right now it ain't cool. But it'll be cool next week. We gonna get it in. We can double up. As a matter of fact, I'm a grown woman. I have sexual experience. I know how to, I know what I'm doing. So I know how to please a man without penetration of the vagina. There are way more things you can do. You know what I mean? And you know, to me, it has proven to be one of those things where it is a good filter, because it's not something that would kill you. I mean, people around here having sex, kissing, meeting, dating with COVID-19 going around the world, knowing COVID-19 can kill you. Herpes can't kill you. It's not going to kill you. It's an irritation. It's a fucking occasional nuisance. You wait for it to go away and shit's back to normal. That's how my life has been. That's how I choose to handle it. Now, has it always been that way? No. But that's because there is a whole world of people that seem hell-bent on making other people feel bad about themselves for many things. And I'm going to tell you, I was at, I had lost a lot of weight. And, you know, I was at a time in my life, this been years, you know, now 6-7 years ago, where I was at my smallest weight. So I'm feeling the best that I ever felt about myself in my whole life. And boom, this happens. You know, it took a lot for me to dig myself back out of that hole, because I was sad, mostly because I was uneducated, and mostly because I know that the world, so many people are uneducated about herpes. And because of their miseducation and their lack of education, they basically come down on people for having something, number one, that they didn't ask for, and number two, that won't kill you, and number three, that does not have to be a contagious situation. Herpes is one of those things where it's contagious when it's contagious, and it's not when it's not. So the more educated people become, the better off people are. That's just the bottom line. And, you know, I just feel that I wanted to make this video. It's the start of 2021. And I have this thing about my life. You'll hear me talk about this. I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly in my life. I am a blessed individual. I have had a good life. And you're probably wondering, why are you all up in the screen? I'm all up in the screen because I have to make this video on my iPad, because My cell phone, it ran out of memory. So you guys are getting an iPad video. But I mean, I like feeling close to you. But yeah, I mean, just so you guys know, herpes doesn't stop anything about my life. What it does do is filter out people who ain't fucking with me for me. That's what it does. It helps people to filter out people who basically are not in it for the good and the bad, because sex is not convenient at all times. I don't have a lot of outbreaks. You know what I mean? So I don't have a huge issue with mine. Now, is everybody like that? I don't know personally. I know about mine, and I've done my research, and I know that, like I said, I've read that people can have outbreaks as little as once a year, as little as once ever. Um, but the rest of life is still good. I mean, the rest of life is still good. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Um, I work out. I have a good career. I have different gifts and talents that I want to share with the world. I write poetry. I think I'm fun to be around. I know how to love, and I'm working on getting even better at that. I know how to be loved, and I'm working on getting even better than that. I mean, better at that. And so there are lots of awesome things about me way beyond herpes. And there are so many reasons why somebody won't deal with you in life. They won't like you because you're too big, too small, too short, too tall. Don't like your outfit. Don't like your car. You're too educated. You're not educated enough. I mean, reason on top of reason. So the way I look at it is it's just one more reason. Herpes is one more reason. One more filter that you get to have to help you get to your person. Because your person is going to want you and whatever comes with you. Because I'm telling you, I have relationships. I have sex. I have a good life. And I don't want you to think, if you've been just diagnosed, please don't think that herpes is all that you are now. That's not it. If you have not been diagnosed and you think you might have something, go see. Don't be fucking irresponsible. It's not the thing to do. And if you never been tested for it, ask specifically for a herpes test blood, because they will tell you, oh, well, if there's nothing there, well, guess what? You could be asymptomatic. You don't have a clean STD panel unless you've had a herpes test. And if you didn't ask for one specifically, because they don't include that in the STD panel, just so you know, then you don't know that you have a clean bill of health, so to speak, because that's what people like to say. I have a clean bill of health. You don't know what you have. Herpes doesn't make you dirty. Herpes makes you have something fucking irritating that shows up every now and again. That's all. Just like a cold sore on someone's lip, just like an eczema outbreak, just like so many things in the world that somebody might not want to deal with, but it's life. And we have shit we have to deal with. And at the end of the day, I just want anybody who is dealing with this situation to know you're lovable, you're worthy, you're valuable. Nothing about you has changed other than the fact that there will be people who are not meant for you that will be filtered out of your life. And that's it. And the more knowledge you have, the more knowledge you can share. And the more we share, the more we open doors to allow people to not be afraid of us, because people are hiding in secret groups, secret websites, secret places they're hiding, so they can feel accepted amongst their peers in the H world. But the reality is, we're no different than anybody else. And I just want to get some information out there. This is my first video about this. Won't be my only video about this, but my channel is not all about this. My channel is all about everything that is all of me. Okay? So I love you guys, and I want to share that. And this is just a door opening to share another personal thing about my life, because if everything that I go through in the world can help somebody else, then I feel less picked on by the universe. So I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Love y'all.